What is up, everybody? This is your boy AJ Tripp, and this is the Game According to Me podcast, also on YouTube. So, let's talk about the month of February. Now, what you guys don't know, and for some of y'all who may not remember or something like that, just give you a refresher course. I'm going to do a monthly, at the end of the month, podcast going over what happened in the world of sports um, in that particular month. I know this is March. Technically, this is March 1st, but this is going to be the February podcast. So let's go ahead and let's just get started with the very first one of the month, and we're gonna try our best to go in chronological order. And that was the Super Bowl. When the Super Bowl happened, and we had the Philadelphia Eagles defeat the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. Nick Foles, the Super Bowl MVP. It was great with a great game. There was only one punt in the game between both teams. Very few penalties. There was definitely some drama, some intrigue. How about the Philly special fourth down play, the pass to Nick Foles, which was basically what New England. It wasn't basically what New England, but New England tried to do that um, earlier in the game, and Tom Brady missed the catch. And actually, that Philly special play apparently was something that they got from the Chicago Bears the season before. In the 2016 season, the Bears did that against the Minnesota Vikings. So they, I think they took that from the Bears. So um, congratulations to them. So yeah, it's a great one, and it again continues to underprove once more that Tom Brady, for as good as he is, he's the second greatest quarterback of all time. He's not the GOAT. So everybody can stop that. He's not the GOAT. He never was the GOAT. He never will be the GOAT. The GOAT for at least the last decade has been Peyton Manning, and it always will be. He is the greatest quarterback of all time. There's stop with the bull crap with Tom Brady being the GOAT. He's not the GOAT. So whatever. It's a great game. I enjoyed the heck out of it. The commercials were eh, not so good, and it seems like each and every year the quality of commercials are getting lesser and lesser. Instead of trying to create good commercials and funny commercials or touching commercials. Remember that was that one year, a couple years ago, where all the commercials were like, they were like almost these heartbreaking, heart wrenching commercials, whether it was about losing dogs or losing horses or military or whatever. So they don't want to make good commercials. They just want to, what they want to do is they just want to have, because what they think it happens, and that's what you get when you live in a world where it's such a, when we're so star crazed and star driven, the commercial with the biggest or best star is going to be the best commercial to a lot of people. But whatever. So anyway, that's the Super Bowl. Let's go just talk about All Star Weekend. Having a couple weeks later, All Star Weekend, the NBA. For the most part, that was good. The celebrity game was always a treat. I always watch these things. I enjoy them very very much. So I watched the celebrity game. Quavo from Migos was the MVP. Um, so it was what it was. Um, I think the biggest thing to come from the celebrity game was the fact that Bubba Watson he had just like finished playing golf, and he started and like he finished his round of golf and got to the arena so that he could play in the celebrity game, which is amazing. So then we had later on that night, it was the rookies game, and you know they need to do something with that now because it's what I think what they need to do is that they need to do with that what they're doing with the thing, because they're doing the USA versus the world, but I'm not feeling that anymore. I'm really not. So this kind of needs to be Um, you kind of need to be a draft just like the regular game was. So, um, then we had um, the All Star Saturday weekend, and over on YouTube, I have a kind of a rapid reaction, a watch it with me type thing where you can go and check it out. So make sure you go over there and do check out, uh, to check that out for me because it was really good. I may even once this uploads to YouTube and things like that, I might put it up in the corner so that you can you can click on it. Um, so yeah, and that was fun. I thought that was interesting. I thought Devin Booker went in the 3-point shootout with like 28 points. It was amazing. I thought our my boy Larry Markkinen from the Bulls almost won the skills challenge, but it went to Spencer Dinwiddie unfortunately. And then the dunk contest. Dunk contest was it was pretty good. It's listen nothing's going to beat Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine from a couple years ago, but um, it was damn good. So gotta give him props for that. Donovan Mitchell, the Utah Jazz, he won that one. So. And then we go to the game, and like I said, this one was new. This one was, the two leaders in each conference would choose teams, and it was LeBron in the West and Curry in the East. No, Curry in the West, LeBron in the East. Excuse me, and so it's Team Steph, just Team LeBron, and it was a lot better. Listen, I really didn't have a problem with with the last couple of All Star games when defense was I was to say optional. Defense was non-existent. That's the way to go. That's the way you say it. Defense was non-existent in the All Star games, but this one they played defense and they, especially down to the end. I really think that's what it is. Like the first 3 quarters, you want to run and gun and dunk and shoot and do all those types of things. I am fine, but once the fourth quarter comes around, defense should be played. That's just, at least for me. I think at least in the basketball and in the footballs again, the Pro Bowl, that's what the Pro Bowl should be. The Pro play, play up and down, have fun, but once you get to the fourth quarter, hunker down and play more of a real game. And I think that's what it should have been in basketball, definitely in basketball, and that's what should have happened. So I think it was definitely fun and entertaining, and I thought it was great. It's definitely so funny how down at the end you've got Steph Curry being guarded by Kevin Durant and forcing him to not being able to shoot. So I thought it was fun. Well, I think that I think next year they're going to have to do the draft um, on TV. Though some people want them to do it, like that the night of the All Star game. I don't think you can do that. I think what you do is you do it the Friday, um, the Friday like during the halftime of the rookie sophomore game. In the rookie sophomore game, go to halftime. You bring out the 24 guys and the two leaders, and then you do the draft then, and then you select the drafts, and then you have like that. And so then they can have their shoot around on Saturday, and then Sunday will be the game. So I think that's how you do it. So yeah, once again, great game. I enjoyed it. So I think this is gonna be the new face of the All Star game. Really quickly, let's talk about what baseball has decided to do. The baseball has decided to limit mound visits. Mound visits. You can now only have 6 mound visits per game. Yeah, per game. However, there's still kind of a thing where you can still get more than 6 depending on the umpire's discretion. So what they mean is, if you have, so especially if you have an umpire like Joe West, who likes to make himself a part of the game, who thinks the fans come to see his big fat ass, um, then that's what you do. You know he would make, no, you can't go out there. You know you can go out there, and then if you get thrown out, you can get thrown out the game for that too. For so there's just some things about it. So yeah, I definitely think mound visits. I'm okay with this. I'm actually okay with a pitch clock too. Pitch clock too. Once the ball, what's his face, the catcher throws the ball back to the pitcher. The pitcher should have 25 seconds to get on the mound. Or actually, what you need to do is when the pitcher steps on the rubber. When the pitcher steps on the rubber, you should have 15 seconds to get the thing. No, here we go. I got it. See, this is how it comes to me now. 15 seconds if nobody's on base. 25 seconds if people are on base. So then if you want to check over on first or check second, you have that chance. But that's how you do it. And I think that's the way it should go. So, but we'll see how this goes this year for the mound visits. They definitely they want to kill. They want to shorten the baseball time, but really the only way you really are going to shorten baseball time is to get rid of all of the commercials. I think that's kind of correct. You're gonna really get rid of all the commercials because at this point, in this new era where people are hitting more home runs and they are seeing more pitches and walking and all that stuff, it's games are gonna be 3 to 3.5 hours. And unlike football, which you can sit through a 3 to 3.5 hour football game, you can't sit through a three. You can sit through a 3.5 hour baseball game. So I definitely can see what they are talking about. All right, and then finally, let's talk about what just recently happened: the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view for WWE. Roman Reigns, of course, he won. The men's won, which means he's going on to WrestleMania to face Brock Lesnar. Now there are some things talking about maybe Brock Lesnar is not is did he skip Raw on purpose, or was it a work? The promo Reigns did was obviously a worked shoot promo, but it was fantastic. And so now, and there's some things on the internet saying that did Brock Lesnar walk out on WWE for UFC, so I need to look at that. Then we had the first ever women's Elimination Chamber match, and they did very good. And Alexa Bliss wins that, so I'm not sure. There was rumors on the internet, and basically from Dave Meltzer, he had kind of said that maybe Oscar's gonna do Charlotte, something like that. But you know, they might be changing things because people know so much. So it's whatever it is. Listen, the people are gonna report what they want to hear because the fans want it. They want to know what's going on behind the scenes. So it's always going to be that. But at some point, there should be a little bit of discretion from whoever is giving these guys information backstage about what's going to happen and things like that, so that if they did have it set up for Oscar and Charlotte, and they're now changing it to go to Oscar and Alexa Bliss, then it's kind of stupid or whatever. But okay, speaking of that, Oscar had a great match with Nia Jax. Thought that was good. The Las Vegas fans shit all over Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, and they wasn't really into um, Cesaro and Sheamus, the Bar versus Titus Worldwide, but both matches were just average. But all in all, good pay per view. I advise you to go watch it. All right, everybody, that is going to be it for me right now. This is your boy AJ Tripp signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. I am out. Review the game according to me. March 2018 happens later on this month. See you then.